I had already recorded something previous to this, but I came off really, really angry, and I may have said stuff that might have got me banned, or caused me to lose most of the audience who already know me for what I am, but they don't know to the fuller extent to actually what I actually genuinely think. And so I'm doing this in a more formal way, which I'm probably going to end up being just as angry as the last time I recorded this, and I'll get rid of just as equally many people as I would have before, except I just sound more polite this way. So, basic story, last month, actually I think this month, no, the start of this month, last month, I got sick with a very, very bad, respiratory virus. I was coughing, I was just like, I could not freaking go a day without coughing. I literally could not even sleep. I could not even eat. I was just incredibly in pain. And I hadn't renewed my insurance, so I couldn't really go see a doctor. However, I kind of didn't fucking care. Here's the thing. You get, like, if you've been to the doctor's office since, like, you were a kid, you did your yearly checkups, you went to your usual urgent care stuff, and you, like, ask the doctor, you schedule appointments for when you're sick, and, you hear them, you listen to them, you remember the visit because you're sick. You want to know, there's, like, this little curiosity in your head if you're, like, not a fucking NPC midwit animal. You'll start to pay attention to some of the little details, what they pay attention to, what they look for. And, you might not understand, like, how they're able to deduce from, like, I see, a tummy ache must be soon related to the gastrointestinal. I believe you have eaten too much candy. Yes. I am a medical Sherlock Holmes. And thus completely inconceivable. No, wait, they are not. Here's the thing. You aren't a doctor. You cannot be a doctor who diagnoses the rarest freaking diseases and recognize everything at the first sight. Of course you aren't. Obviously you aren't. But here's the goddamn rub. Every single bloody medical issue in your life, unless it lasts for, like, more than 2 weeks. Like, that's kind of the average cutoff time because they always... It's like, that's like the only... You're living in the age of digital frickin' information. You can literally just look this shit up. Like, you don't even have to see a doctor's office. You just look it up and, like... And even the doctors frickin' tell you, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. If it doesn't go away in 2 weeks, follow-up appointment, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. That's it. That is literally the cutoff time between something that is actually serious and you are probably wanting to go see a specialist for it, or sleep, eat well, don't stress yourself, get better. Cure for, like, 80% of everything, every single disease in the entire known universe. That is the cutoff time. No matter how sick you are, no matter how screwed you are, no matter what you've been through, gone through, whatever you caught, 2 weeks is the cutoff time. Alright? Drink chicken soup. Drink lots of water. Salt water specifically. Apparently there's a new theory called dead water, and just drinking like regular water and your pee is as clear as water means you are, you're basically, like, dehydrating yourself and you're, like, lacking nutrients from the water you drink. You need to drink, like, actual, proper, healthy water. And your piss better look like clear white lemonade. Something like that. Like, very light colored lemonade. Like, that's, like, healthy pee. And if it's dark yellow, you, are just plain, you just fucking suck, I guess. I don't know. Skill issue. But, like, you've been, like, I don't know, no matter how old you are, at least by the time you are, you've been through the doctors, you did your yearly checkups, and if you can't pick it up, like, the several times you have to go visit a doctor because you're a growing kid, you're getting sick, you are at your peak of your intellectual learning abilities as a youth, and you can't even freaking deduce or figure out that, like, 80% of what there's, the freaking... You do realize that your pediatrician, your doctors, are literally just customer service workers, right? Like 80% of what the fuck they do? Why the fuck are you depriving yourself of water? Alright, so this fat ass has not gotten on any fucking diet, and now he's coming to me with his heart issues. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, is it that hard to just not eat from McDonald's every single fucking day? Okay, so this guy, for some reason, decided to stop taking his antibiotics, and now we have this other serious... Wait. Oh my freaking god, Am I allowed to say this as a doctor? Can I like stop trying to save people? I know it's like tied to my living, like I get paid to do it, but like can I at least wish that? Like maybe some of these people just wanna die, No one picked this up for like 20 whole fucking years. Like, you guys have been alive for this long. You go to the doctors like yearly here and there, but you guys never picked anything up? No pattern recognition at all? Come on, you don't need you don't need insurance. You don't need a doctor's second opinion to know drink well, eat well, sleep well, and, whatever, right? And then you'll get better. Simple as. Alright? It's literally as simple as that. And, well, my employers, of course, freaking suck ass. My workplace sucks because I requires a doctor's note, and not just a doctor's note. Actually, I found out way later, because they sent me a few documents that I needed, some paperwork that I needed to fill out and give to my doctor. Which, by the time I had received it, I was not able to actually give it to the doctor. It's not exactly the most convenient fucking way to do it, but fuck you, fuck my goddamn workplace. Honestly. Just saying, Luigi is a hero. I don't care what anyone else thinks, just saying, but I also think Columbine was, like, filled with heroes, just saying. Those two people. They gave me a nice, peaceful school year. Like, because they did what they did, nobody ever thought it was funny to just really push someone's buttons when they just wanted to just be in peace. Like, those people were heroes. They set that boundary. Like, there was a few sacrifices, but let's be honest, most of them were, like, the 80% that didn't fucking matter in the goddamn world. Am I supposed to miss them? No. And honestly, given how modern schools are, given how my experience in modern schools, I genuinely do not believe for a second that any one of them, there might have been an unlucky person there, but if they were genuinely smart enough, they should have been able to, like, run away, unless they were, like, it started in the middle of it, right? But, I mean, other than that very, very unlucky situation, I'm pretty sure they would have been smart enough to get the hell out. The others, well, sad to be you. I don't miss you. I don't even know you. I don't know what you did. I don't know how you lived. But I'm 100% sure, given the statistics and everything and the whatnot, I am pretty sure you were a bad person and you probably deserved it. Don't care if you've been gone for about, like, way before I was born. So, who cares? I don't care. I'm being honest here. And I don't know, like, where was I? Right, so my workplace wanted me to get a freaking doctor's note, and also, like, them to fill out a sheet of paper, because, yeah, why don't we make that even more complicated? Cool, thanks. Gee, you wanna, like, I'm already burdening the freaking doctor's office with, like, me without any insurance whatsoever just to get you guys one sheet of paper that says, hey, Ninja is able to return to work after this date. So if you wouldn't mind letting him just rest and drink some warm soup and sleep well without any stress, he'll recover by then. Really? Like, seriously? So, how do I wrap up this story? So basically, I got sick. My employers wanted me to get a doctor's note, or I could receive some serious goddamn punishment. And so I went ahead and got to visit doctors, did all sorts of stuff, but, because I didn't have insurance, I had to do a bunch of paperwork, and, now, and then I had to, and, oh yeah, that's another story. And, how did that all end up? Basically, even though I visited the doctor's office, turns out because I didn't give them the huge amount of paperwork that they already probably have to deal with just from dealing with idiots in general in their career, Well, gee, guess I didn't get my, like, excuse. I'm basically, like, I have some unexcused absences. If I get sick, again, at all, at any point during this year, if I suddenly disappear for any reason, like, if I'm unable to come to work for any good reason, it's just disciplinary action, I'm fired. Doesn't matter how good of a worker I am, I'm just fired. Straight up. And of course, I wasn't actually gone for that many days. So the funny thing is, like, there was actually no consequence to just not calling out sick. Like, I called in, and oh yeah, they also said that that it counts because, like, I called in sick because I have the morning shift, I have the opening shift. And because, like, their phone systems are online and I can't contact them whatsoever at all until the store officially opens, I'm always calling in late because of how their systems work. So that's already unfair as shit. So I'm getting punished for their incompetencies. And then when they didn't send me the documents that I need in order to get to my doctor, well, gee, now I'm being punished for their incompetencies again. And then, as it turns out, it doesn't even fucking matter. And, oh yeah, about insurance as well. There's another fun story about that. So I had to do a bunch of phone calls. First to my insurance, and they said they can't help me. Then to, like, the government, and then they directed me to this line, which then they directed me back to the same line, and then they directed me to another line, and they directed me back to the same government line once more to fill out one more paperwork. And guess what? You see, I got billed for my urgent care visit, and, like, so, yeah, and it's for last month, and my insurance starts for this month, and so basically I gotta pay, like, $900 out of pocket. Of course, I can figure out, like, it's only $900, alright? I got this figured the fuck out, alright? Like, I'm not bad with my money, it's only $900. I figured losing my job was way worse, because, like, I can pay off medical bills out of pocket. I just, if I keep my job, it will last me for a longer time. That's a smarter move. Which, that really, you have no idea how much it really pissed me when I freaking get told over a phone call with you should have read the paper more closely. Like, as soon as I become more famous, I am shitting on that company that I worked for, alright? As soon as I get out, move out, like, that entire company is getting flamed. I do not care if I have to wage war against the entire corporation. It doesn't matter if I'm not even gonna win. I just don't want that to be, like, the way it freaking goes. I'm not letting them get away with that shit. That's, like, how they treat every single employee. And I despise that to such a disgusting degree. And, as it turns out, because I didn't give my doctor paperwork, I'm still getting punished anyway. It still counts as unexcused absences, so that's great. And as for the insurance, I made a bunch of phone calls, and then, I figured, like, I finally get settled in because I applied for emergency medical assistance. However, I got you, I guess what I received today. Oops, other sheet of paper. You are denied the emergency medical assistance. You wanna know why? Because I'm not a legal immigrant. That's right, baby. I'm not an illegal immigrant, so I don't apply to get my medical bills paid. What the fuck? Yeah, so anyways, I hate people, I hate this country, I hate everybody, I apply for no loyalty, I do not fucking care. I may be considered a goddamn citizen, but I sure am not getting treated better than non-citizens. Hell, if I denounce my citizenship, would I get more rights? Actually, no, I probably would! Straight up! No. Tell me, what the fuck would I actually be losing in terms of like, would I be considered like an illegal immigrant? Wouldn't I get like, couldn't I apply for like free housing and stuff at this point? What do all these people do? What can I do exactly? If I suddenly become an illegal immigrant or something, like if I renounce my citizenship and become a non-citizenship, the same as like illegal immigrants, like a whole bunch of other criminals and shit. Like, if I like, hell, what do I also tack on murder onto my goddamn list? And then like, how many benefits would I get exactly from that? How much how much do I like? Do I get free housing? Do I get a free wife? I know like there's like a bunch of programs going on right fucking now that like are built just for like all those other people. But like me working my ass off, I like minus 900 all because, and I didn't get anything out of this. The net result was minus 900. I hate my workplace and I hate my government. Like, and honestly, I gotta be perfectly honest. As soon as I renounce my citizenship, I might actually love this country again. But I'm not gonna become a citizen. It's like fucking. I don't know what the fuck to say. What the fuck is wrong with this country? But whatever. So that's how, that's basically TLDR. I got sick. My workplace wanted me to get doctor's note. I didn't have insurance, but I went anyway. Then, I had a bunch of paperwork, and then I filled it all out. But then it turns out that my workplace was really, really nitpicky, didn't specify anything, and had some sass on telling me what the fuck I needed to do. And on top of that, I don't qualify to get my insurance, the freaking bills paid, even though I am qualified for insurance. And, oh yeah, I also talked to the doctors, the clinic, and asked if, like, they could just, like, cancel and, like, resend me the bill for this month. And apparently they can't for some goddamn reason. We can do it at, like, retail, but we can't do it at freaking, medical stuff? I need a fucking, I need an itemized list. I need to actually ask for an itemized list and start being a fucking Karen. I'm gonna have to, like, I've been in customer service. I don't want to act like a Karen, but, like, I gotta do something. Because, like, these guys are just, like, doing the whatever of, like, they're just cruising it, alright? I don't fucking know. I don't care anymore. Screw them all. And, like, whatever, right? I don't fucking... And, oh, yeah, I still had to go back to work even though I still wasn't feeling well. Like, there's still, like, mucus that just builds in the back of my throat. And whenever I wake up these days, I find I'm really, really tired. I, like, can feel, like, the snot build up in my throat that's, like, actually blocking the airflow into my lungs. Like, when I wake up, I recognize that I'm, like, deprived of oxygen. And I have to, like... Like, literally clear out the blockage with my throat because in my nose it built up that thick and it blocked so much oxygen that like I need to get like a second nap in just to actually sleep properly because I was deprived of oxygen the entire hours that I was asleep. That's astounding, really. And what else? I still had to go to work. I was still coughing, whatever. And we, now, even though I'm wearing a mask to work because, like, I found out through Lucky Me that wearing a mask prevents people from, like, bitching about me not smiling. Oh, you should smile more. It'll let you go further. You are the reason. You old fucking people are the reason why we young people struggle. But anyway... And, then there's one of my co-workers who's, like, really racist, really, like, bitter, miserable, always, all the time. Like, here's the thing. I can talk. I can, like, chat with people. Like, I can get along with people initially, but, like, if they're just unpleasant. Like, there's the old lady who, like, has no social understanding. I am born with a condition that prevents me from, like, understanding social stuff entirely. And I still do a better fucking job than most people. And then these old people are, like, even worse. I hate them all. Holy shit. This is why I don't mind this country burning down and like, an entire... I mean, I am allowed to say it on YouTube. Like, white people. Like, come on. You guys actually fucking deserve almost everything that's freaking happening. You guys were complicit, you guys basically, there's like this like satanic thingamabobby where like if they say what they're gonna do and then they do it and you guys do nothing, there's like this thing where they can basically kind of split the sin between what they did and you because you were complicit in it because they made it so goddamn obvious that, well, you kind of agreed to it. You kind of let it happen. So it's kind of your fault. And they kind of have a fucking point. I wouldn't have let this happen. But you know, it's wrong to stop a murderer from, like, murdering someone after he explicitly says, I'm gonna murder someone. No, you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Why are you assuming so much? Don't you realize that he's human too? Maybe he has some thoughts. Maybe he's going through something, whatever, blah, 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 blah. More like it doesn't even matter if that even is the case. You shouldn't be doing that to begin with. He has to work through his own problems, and, you know, maybe we can help. Maybe we can do stuff. But, like, making problems for other people ain't exactly that. Thanks. And, I'm just saying, but you get, like, there really should have been, like, a greater fucking selection. Like, we need to bring back selections, like, so goddamn hard. I'm not saying, like, you know, it's a white people only thing, but because I'm living here, holy shit, man. Like, everybody deserves it, but, like, I can only speak for this country because I'm living in it. If I lived in other countries, I can assure you I would have never existed. I would have been black bagged or whatever it is, just from my thoughts and opinions alone. If I didn't already try to fit in or whatever. Because I find myself that I'm unable to. Like, this is the only country where I can say that you kind of fucking deserve, like, to have your babies straight up, like, you know, eaten and stuff, like, already what's going on. You guys pay taxes to, like, some of the worst people on the goddamn planet. Your greatest allies, you know, eat your babies and stuff, and then mutilate your kids and, you know, brainwash them and whatnot. You know, it feels good, doesn't it? You guys were complicit in all that. And guess what? Their sins are divided up with yours, so honestly, I feel like that's actually a correct thing. I feel like that's actually a thing that actually genuinely happens. The boomers 100% are like going straight. They basically divided it equally. So they were like super complicit. If not, like, they basically committed their own sins as, you know, in their own way to, like, add on. They're you know, like, I don't know how to put it. It's like, it's not just a 50-50 divide. It's like the demons commit, like, you know, their 50, boomers commit their 50, but the boomers also add on a little bit of their own, so they're, like, getting punished for, you know, aside from, like, the 50 that the demons commit, they're also, like, you know, adding their own to it. So, like, they get punished for, like, maybe, I don't know. Basically, the total amount isn't, like, 100% at this point. It's, like, slightly more, and I'd say boomers probably suffer, like, 60-70% of, like, all this freaking bad shit that's going on in this entire world, if there's, like, a heaven or hell. Because personally, I've only seen hell right now. I don't know if they were gonna even let me in heaven at this point because I'm too fucked in the head after everything that I've been through. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed through the gates of heaven anymore, man. I don't think I even want to go into fucking heaven. I need to stay here and, like, do all this clean this shit up. And maybe that's what's going to fucking lock me down here now. Maybe that makes me irredeemable. But guess what? I really will not. I cannot fucking take this shit, man. Like, come on. There needs to be a fucking cleanup on this goddamn world. Why do I have to, like, escape into the ethereal afterlife just to enter into a land of bliss? I should be able to enjoy some of the great things life has before we go, but, you know, thanks, guys, for not really letting that be a thing that can happen. It's fucking wonderful. And of course, you know, now these days, you know, I'm still working on my projects here and there. I'm being very slow with them because self-doubt, laziness, And also work tires me out, and I'm also been not eating well because I'm also feeling bad. And sugar kind of helps me loosen up my depression a bit more and my huge amount of like emotional suffering, because sugar just is a very, very cheap natural antidepressant. And well, the times when I'm just a shut-in, when I don't interact with the rest of humanity, are the days when I'm happiest, because I don't need to be reminded every single day why I think this world just straight up deserves to burn. There is no redemption, there is no salvation, not because, not just because they don't deserve it, not because they aren't ever going to get it, not because of everything, but it's just like a whole bunch of stuff, all right? It is what it is. They're never going to get salvation because that's just how it's going to be. Given the current trajectory, even if they do change, there's just no fucking way. Alright? There's just no fucking salvation for these people. For any person on this goddamn planet, honestly. And so I'm like watching videos here and there, just like trying to relax. I'm playing video games, I'm doing whatever. Like, I'm sick, I can't really do much anyway, and I kind of want to just relax, have fun, like, I'm busy making stuff, I'm like so worried about making something that'll make others smile, and but I've never really figured out how to smile, like I forgot how to smile these days, so I'm trying to do that again. So I play like Witch Spring R and a bunch of other games, and and I'm watching a bunch of entertaining videos here and there, new anime popping up here and there, and, like the usual, like, anime video essay stuff. Man, the stereotypes are all fucking true. Like I tweeted on Twitter, 6 letters, starts with an F. Go ahead and spin and guess the word. Fill out the letters. That's what they all freaking are, the video essayers. And I swear to God. Here's the thing. Self-loathing and, like, trying and, like, making that, like, some sort of fucking virtue is an entirely Western idea. It's an entirely American one. It's an entirely British one. It's an entirely Australian one. It is an entirely Gaijin idea. Alright? Because here's the thing. Evangelion isn't oh, hey, I hate being an otaku. It's made by the best freaking otaku in the world. He is a Kamen Rider fan, Chad. He likes Ultraman, Chad, Godzilla, and he made his own anime, bro. And he made like a whole bunch of awesome action, like tokusatsu films as well, man. He is honest to God otaku, and he is proud of it. He is a talented one, and he is a great goddamn man. And they think, and then here's the thing that spawned this conversation. A ReZero video essay popped up, and I watched it, and it broke apart the very bits of the story nice and well. And when I try to do it, I don't understand what any of the words do. To me, it's like a woman looking into a goddamn car and not knowing what the fuck is going on. I can say that because it's funny. Shut up. I still remember that video. What the fuck was that blue liquid that woman was like pouring into the car? I remember seeing that goddamn video on Twitter. What were they pouring? Like window washer or something? Dish soap? Like, I don't need no man. Yeah, maybe you don't, but the fucking car does, as someone else put it. Jesus. What was that? Like, I don't even work with cars. I never took automotive, but like, I know when something looks stupid. And that's when, like, I don't know, like, it's just like a fucking, like, I've never worked with cars. I'm not that type of, like, car geek. I don't deal with automotive, but, like, every single video that I watch in regards to it, there's, like, an almost universally understood reaction by, like, every single guy about what's going on. Like, I have no idea what's going on, but I just know that something wrong is going on, and I don't like it because it's going to cause more problems down the road for whatever this situation is going to cause. Even if it's not related to me, it's like, it's going to cause more problems for, like, the person, the people related, the party related, whatever is related to in the video. Like, there's just this instinctual reaction between all fucking guys. Please do not fucking touch a car. Unless you're actually like good, but unless you're one of the good ones. I actually don't understand why one of the good ones is such a bad thing. Like most people, like everybody jokes about how bad all of humanity is, but like we can't even say like, we can say like this person's one of the good ones out of the the entire human population, the entirety of humanity. And I can't do it for like specific things, really. That's the line drawn. Seriously, come on, it's so stupid. And so, like, I like, and then I went on to like watch more of his videos because, like, hey, he broke around the story in like a way that I kind of understood, the hidden ink that made the story so well, because people really like bash on ReZero so goddamn much, even though it's a good story. And this guy goes, people who hate it are horrible people. Honestly, like people who hate Evangelion and like ReZero are like the people who probably suck the most. Like they see someone insufferable and it's like, wow. And I don't know how to put it. Like they're just assholes for the sake of it. I feel because like I don't know, they look at someone weak and then they think to themselves. Like they're basically stereotypical bullies. Like anyone weaker than them are like lesser, even though they were once weak before. And well, here's the thing: they aren't strong now either, given like any sort of like modern, warfare. Just saying. But then this video as this essay, when I decide to watch more of his videos, it goes like, Rudius from Mushoku Tensei, problematic, and Subaru might be an egg to be cracked because like he was referred to as the ice queen as a kid, and women's uniforms seem to fit him better. Oh, is he an egg? Even though it's like playing to the freaking femboy trope attached to anime. I'm like, here's the thing. I like the design aspect of it. I haven't really gotten to like I don't really click with the fetishy parts of it. Because like, I'm straight. I don't know how else to fucking put that. And I just like, what the fuck did we watch? Like you see the parts clearly. We hear the same words, but like, how the fuck did you interpolate that from everything you heard and saw? That ReZero is about, oh hey, I shouldn't be an otaku, because I shouldn't be this, an otaku and a person who like very specifically. But includes all of it, not just the parts that are just bad, but like, we're gonna group it up. I'm not gonna like if you ask me, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't mean it that way. But you're a fucking tourist. You speak fucking English in the very, very strange way that IDs you so goddamn quickly. Just. ReZero is about Subaru, a weeb, and if you read the original web novel and how he made felt calling Monichi-chan how it was super creepy and how he developed to not be such a creepy living in mother's basement weeb who likes anime, that's the theme of the story, that's a lesson of it. What? Subaru is still just a fucking weeb. He likes anime. It doesn't change like the stuff that he likes. It's literally just like the things that make him bad. It just speaks to like, it's not about being a weeb. It's literally about the common struggles of, oh wait, I completely forgot that like, oh yeah, here's the thing. These are Japanese animes, but for some goddamn reason, these guys, like, here's the thing. If I ever see like anyone who speaks English, these fucking lardballs, these fucking jackasses, ain't no fucking way. Here's the goddamn thing. Everybody in this goddamn country can be measured by their age to their waist waist size, alright? They're like fucking trees. The bigger they are through the waist, the older they are. You can tell someone's a fucking gremlin how fast they're aging, or have aged, just from their waist, alright? It doesn't matter if they're fucking 20, if they're like fucking a size of a boulder, they will be 80 by like next year. Just saying. And or they'll suffer from a heart attack and like perish by then. So I don't know. I'm just fucking saying. I'm just speaking I'm the messenger from fucking the universe, from God. Like that's just how this shit works. Don't be such a lard ass. Don't be so insufferable, begging. Not really begging, but like fucking nitpicking a goddamn retail employee for their goddamn smile because it makes you feel uncomfortable that not everybody's smiling. But if you want to make me smile, you can end up fucking dead on the streets. But, you know, anyways. And it's just like, why the fuck are almost any of these people watching anime? They're all so goddamn self-loathing. And that's entirely a Western thing, alright? When I go to fucking Japan, it's not not really, if I don't go to, I've never been to Japan, alright? Let's be honest. I feel a lot of artists, I understand most of what they're saying, but, like, you don't, like, I have, like, most fucking people, no celebrities in Japan that I fucking watch. They're like the wacky kind. They're all having fun. They're all just doing whatever. Alright? And the people who like actually, and the Japanese people who agree with you are like literally, you know, the same type of people who are kind of here, fat, ugly, supports DEI, that type of stuff. So basically the same fucking thing. I don't differentiate them from like literal Satan minions. Demon minions, yeah. That's what they are, basically. And so, like, you know, they're all having fun. They aren't, you know, they don't have any self-loathing. None of these authors have. There's no, like, subtext to, like, freaking, like, I hate myself because I like anime. And all the funny tropes are attached to it. No. They hate themselves because they didn't live up to their family's expectations. They hate themselves because they aren't the best that they can be. It's not, oh, hey, I waste all my time watching anime. That's because I lacked the courage to go to school. At some point, I gave up. At some point, I just wanted my father to say, I don't love you. So that way, it might have kicked me to do something and actually improve my life. That's what ReZero was about. And Mushoku Tensei was like, you know, like he was like a fucking down. It was like a literal restart. He failed, and you know he actually capitalized on his like, you know, he still had his likes, his dislikes, his pervy nature, and you know it was a, you know, and you know he was glad that like his father was also really pervy, and you know they could bond over that a little bit, right? And you know like father like son and whatnot, but like. Like that's not what the fucking story is about. It's not about like fucking that shit at all. That is such a gross oversimplific like, and I hate it when like video essays also like try and like fucking reason with these people. Try and like, you know, like recommend them like, no, the anime isn't about that. Well, if they didn't recognize the anime was about that even after like the first 3 episodes and just like trying to like grasp like what the fuck is going on, like actually pay attention to the show and what's going on, well, I give up. Because like here's the goddamn thing, you know, while I was just relaxing and watching videos as well, I stumbled across a cool YouTube channel called Whole Math, and he's trying to brand as Psychomath, but I think, and then someone recommended in the comments like Whole Math would have been a better rebrand because it kind of keeps the whole thing, but whatever. And I watched this video about like levels and levels of thinking, and as it fucking turns out, people in general like are very, very selfish. Like the way, like most people in general only think about themselves, and what constitutes like thinking about themselves is like power, control, you know, and then following rules and conforming, like that type of stuff. It's like that type, you know, like I don't know, like they prioritize the rules, you know, even though they don't, you know, they just follow the rules because it's just the thing to go. It's just like the whatever, right? But they're all like very, very low level, you know, like the very basic, very first lowest level is like I kill to get whatever I want, right? And, you know, there's still some people who are genuinely like that, and I don't know why the fuck we let them exist, but hey, you guys won't let me fix the situation, and you guys don't like my solutions, but you still think yours of being a passive little pussy still works, so you guys kind of deserve it. Just saying. I would honestly probably 100% make use of, like, any presidency to, like, straight up just start fucking cleaning up. And I'm not even fucking being kidding. I'm not... I don't know what the fuck to say. Like, that's just, like, the easiest, quickest solution right fucking now. Because, like, you can try and put education, you can try and educate people, you can try and, like, give people all the resources that they need, but, like, growth happens because a plant wants to grow, alright? But, like, you can't force things to grow more than they want to. I don't know how else, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how else to put it. But you can't really make people change. And if people just want to be selfish and not understand, like, they need to grow up because, you know, it fucking helps everyone out, including yourself. Well, oh well, doesn't really fucking matter. But I guess back on fucking topic, all these goddamn video essayers, and they're just, like, constantly, literally every single one's, like, all about self-loathing. Like, it's like the very, very main focus, which is why they like ReZero, but also really hate it because of how problematic it is. And I fucking hate these people. That's not what the fucking... It's not about hating yourself because you're a goddamn weebum for the things you like. It's about the fact you're failing as a human being. And that is not through liking anime. It's called... You're unfit, you haven't exercised, you're making video essays, and you don't go outside, and you're trying to make other people think of fucking worrying about the depictions in fictional stories are somehow good. You're a failure of a fucking man if, like, that's, like, your biggest goddamn priority in any goddamn level. Like, you're a failure of a human goddamn being if you genuinely think whatever happens in a fictional dreamlike setting where you can literally undo time and all of events with a simple snap of a finger that you think you snapped a finger in. You don't even have to snap your finger. You just imagine yourself snapping a finger and you can literally turn back all the bad events and completely undo it and make an entire goddamn utopia. Buddy, how the fuck are you not doing this? You are a fucking goddamn psychotic criminal. A goddamn fucking whatever. I wouldn't even compare it to, like, a dictator. It's, like, literally, like, I feel like the only best interpretation would be literally just Satan, because you're just allowing bad things to happen, or you're literally manufacturing it, because you're allowing these fictional settings to just kind of happen, and you're bitching about it instead of just going, whoosh. I have now created an entire utopia for all fictional characters where they all live, beautiful, utopic lives. I've created heaven. So now they don't have to worry at all. I don't know. Maybe you're a horrible person for not doing that. You can like pretend like you can't. You know, like there's some like freaking there's like some sort of like psychic battle going on between the original author of the story that you like is depicting these characters in this way, and you somehow, because you're fucking weak even in an imaginary psychic battle of your own goddamn creation that you put yourself in because you fucking think that this shit fucking matters. Like, buddy, just fucking go out and take yourself out in the goddamn forest. Like, you cannot. How the fuck are you still alive at this goddamn point, man? Seriously, like all these goddamn video essayers. Like I don't even know. I'm not like trying to fucking pronounce words right. You guys get what the fuck I'm saying. But like every single one, it's like, you know, as soon as they like start talking about the fucking ethics instead of like how like all the story elements kind of just like, you know, Subaru does this and it's shown through this expression, this emotion, which all builds up to this like great grand conclusion, this reveal, this revelation, this euphoric conclusion, that whatever. As soon as they deviate that from a little bit and involve their midwit animalistic thoughts, their peasant mongrel conceptions within their own goddamn mind, that is when everything turns to shit. Please never fucking speak again. You can break apart things into parts that I can digest, but goddamn, you should never be allowed to express your opinion ever fucking again. You do not deserve one. This is why the founding fathers are originally just had like this house of like representatives. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I don't really pay attention to civics or what the specific word or terms are called, because that's not really important. I don't care what things are called. I care about more or less what things do. And, the founding fathers originally didn't want every citizen to have power because the average person is incredibly fucking dumb. But, we didn't exactly want to snuff out any voices, so instead they had, the entire public vote for representatives who then represent them. Because the representatives would be smart, knowledgeable, know how to get stuff done, know what to do, what changes need to be made to make the world a better place. The public won't, because they're literally just doing laundry and cooking food and watching movies and reading fun fantasy books and whatever parchments and stuff that they do in their day-to-day lives, but aren't really pushing much further to do anything else with. Like, that's like their very, very bare minimum whatever. That's what they do for the rest of their lives. That's the extent to what their lives are, effectively, from a functional standpoint. All right? Like, that's what they all are. And we don't give them all rights because, well, they aren't involved in, like, aside from, like, washing your clothes and cooking, what else? What are you an expertise in? Are you just, a regular dumb housewife? Why are you a regular housewife just trying to interject on something like freaking energy problems? And why is, like, an engineer trying to, like, say something about, like, art? Like, what? It's just, I like when people like don't, it's like, I really don't know how to put it. It's literally just plain entitlement. That's like the only word to describe it. When people want something, but they don't do anything to make their own about it, they demand things from others, they feel entitled to, like, this is literally a problem of this goddamn generation. They're entitled to luxury, to convenience, to everything. And I hate it so goddamn much. And I hate the fact that they're all, like, attached to anime now. Like, they couldn't, like, stick to their own self-loathings, like, subversive. Like, what if my hero was evil? What if they fallen into evil? What if the entire thing that they represent was the exact opposite? What if they were corrupted? Please keep your subversion over there, where your slowly dying franchises are currently doing. They're trying to revive it by trying to, inject a little bit of hopium in, but I'm just saying, but you can keep them dead. I don't care. You can keep your slop to yourself. I do not want your fucking self-loathing slop in my goddamn anime, where you hate being, I'm gonna make fun of comics, I'm gonna make it all realistic. What the fuck do you think fantasy is about? What the fuck do you think fiction is about? Do you think the ancient Greeks and all their ancient myths were all about the realism? Like, so what if the gods did this? Like, if they popped up in there and, like, started asking the stupid questions like that, I feel like we should, they probably just... The ancient way of, like, making them face the wall. Like, maybe with a crossbow, just... Like, that's what all those people fucking deserve. Like keep all that shit to your Western world crap. Your slop. Your thing. All the crap that's going downhill, that has lost all its value, that has betrayed the original value. Keep it. That's yours. The rest of the world, no matter how bad it is, no matter how much they beg to come to this place, no matter, like... whatever their values are, whatever, they don't want this. Whatever the fuck you guys are doing, you're cucking out. Just, please. Just, if you really gotta, just face the wall real quick. Just turn around. Just turn around real quick. It'll be quick. Don't worry. It'll be a surprise. Okay. And and now I'm just kind of fucking sitting here, right? I'm like fucking tired as shit because the same bullshit has been like going on for the longest of times now. I don't even know what to say, man. What else is there to say? Like, like, people don't, like, you gotta do all the stupid paperwork. My workplace is a shit. People are a shit. People are animals. People think it like a low-level piece of shit. Most of them are, if not literally all of them, because I literally have not met many exceptions on my entire goddamn life. They can use words, but they sure as fuck can't use their brain, and it goddamn shows, alright? Nice, fancy words, but you still are a dunce. God. Like, holy moly. I'm not sure what else to really say about this. I hate people, alright? I don't know how to put it. Like, they're all, like, literally everybody at this goddamn point in my goddamn life, they're all low-level thinkers, and I don't mean just low-level, like, I mean, like, every single time I fucking go outside, when I walk, when I look into the car windshields of people, when I look down the streets, I smell the scent of, like, drugs and cigarettes. The fucking goddamn waste size of literally everybody walks in. The fucking dementia that everybody suffers. The fucking helplessness of being unable to even touch a button on a screen that literally tells you to press on the button. Like, they can't even read anymore. The fucking uselessness of all these goddamn people. I hate people. I hate what's considered normal these days. I hate normalcy these days. I hate normal to begin with now. Like, back in the fucking day, like, I don't know what normal is like back then, but I do know what's normal now these days. Being fat, being fucking mentally ill, being fucking demented, freaking feeling entitled to literally everything in the world when you are born with literally nothing. You have barely anything to inherit. You're about to lose everything that your ancestors has passed down to you. Like, I hate this goddamn world. Like, it's normal to not be healthy. It's normal to be fucking pathetic. It's normal to be weak. And here's the goddamn thing. The reason why I like ReZero and, like, Mushoku Tensei and like all the other types of shows like that, it's not about fucking self-hate. That's not the fucking, like, goddamn conflict. Like, it's, like, like fucking Subaru says, I hate myself. And then, like, Rudius kind of struggles with, like, the same stuff that he went through when he was, like, in his past goddamn life and, like, all this shit, but what the fuck? It's not like Subaru just constantly freaking learns, like, God, I hate myself. Oh, hey, I learned to love myself again. Oh, I learned to love myself again. Oh, I learned to love myself again. It's about becoming a better person. Learning to love yourself is part of that. But it's not the main focus. That's like, fucking... That is like, I don't know. Like, it's like fucking, what, how do I put it? It's like, if the giant robot that Ben 10 fights in the first episode was a major villain this entire time, people refer to that fucking disposable robot as an important goddamn villain character through the rest of the goddamn story. It's like if Spider-Man, like the first fucking villain, the Lizard, was always gonna be like the biggest fucking thing he faces, instead of like his balance of like his personal life and his hero life, his responsibility and his own, like, what he wants out of his own life. Like that's apparently fucking too much, I guess. I don't know, like, the very first goddamn villain of Iron Man is so goddamn important to the rest of the story, totally. We're always gonna fucking claim that. And then like Konosuba, what like the big fucking frogs are like the most important plot point in Konosuba the entire goddamn time. It's like saying that. Like that's like literally what I see. Like that's how I'm gonna put it. It's not the core focus. It's not about fucking hating anime. It's literally like learning to love yourself. It's literally not about like hating parts of yourself and then changing it. It's about loving yourself. Not like, I hate myself. Just these parts of myself. And if I just remove the bad parts of myself, I'll always be good. Buddy, what the fuck do you think that sounds like? What the fuck do you think that sounds like? But I think they know, at least in the subconscious level. If you guys are too stupid to know what the fuck that sounds like, imagine if I was a bully. And I said, you're ugly, you're disgusting, you're fat, you're worthless. All you do is fucking read your comic books. All you do is sit around. You don't even exercise. You're not even good at You're not even good in school either. Your grades are crap. You're completely worthless. Blah 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 blah. But if you remove all these bad things about you, like I don't know how to put it. Like that, I guess I'm just listing all the bad stuff about you, and then objectively, like not being a fucking lard ass is going to be a good thing. But here's the thing though. They word it like personality traits, like I guess like the first thing that came to mind, but like I treat it kind of like the same thing, like in the sense that like you can't improve. And by improving, you have to get rid of parts of yourself. Like you can just rip off the fat out of you. It's not going to stop you from being lazy. You're going to regain that fat. It's just an indicator of it. And, this tsundere would be like a lovable character if they weren't such a tsundere. Like that's part of their fucking character, damn fucking dumbass. Oh, if this character were like, had like fucking... I don't know, like if like this character wasn't like a boxer, they would be such a good person to hang. They would be such a good boyfriend or like friend in general or whatever. And like that's just a key part of the fucking character. Like all these people, they think that the moral of the story is like removing a core part of like your soul that they consider bad makes you a better person. Like that's the moral of the story. And actually, now that I said it, no wonder they are so goddamn unpleasant. Like I'm pretty sure at some fucking point, some bully like told them that like them like loving things for what they are was weak and meek, and so they got rid of that part of themselves, and now they think it's a good thing. Because they were so weak that they couldn't defend the things that they loved. Because they didn't exercise. They didn't bother becoming like Superman or Batman. They don't have superpowers. They don't have the money. Blah, 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 blah. But they don't do the best that they can. But, because they have superpowers, I don't have an excuse to work out or fight back. Oh, so hard. Oh my god, I can't self-improve. The only way to improve is to get rid of a part of myself. And now that I said it, that's probably what they all are. Pathetic excuses. They're weak. They still are. No matter how much strength they have, even if they do go to the gym now these days, they're still weak. They're still pathetic. It wouldn't take me more than a fucking second to make them cry in fucking tears. They might be able to break my goddamn bones, but they'll be fucking seething and raging within a single. It would take a goddamn. It would take me like 5 whole sentences to make them become a screaming, raging mess. I did that with a fucking Karen at work. All right, I made her fucking scream by not even saying a sentence. And these people, maybe 1 or 2, if they aren't already fucking weak ass. But I really don't like how they fucking like to talk. These weak fucking mentalities. How many weak people there are in this goddamn world who fucking agree with them and go, oh my god, this is so, like, disgusting. Yeah. God. Screw them all. Fuck them all. Hate them all. But whatever. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I think I'm pretty much done with my goddamn rant. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever. I prefer comments because, like, at least I chat better when I comment and type stuff out. If I have to do, like, live thoughts like this, I don't really organize much. I have things I want to say, but then I sidetrack myself. So, yeah. Anyways, have a good day. And I'm probably gonna have to fucking figure out the financial situation that I fucking have because of my goddamn insurance not being a shit crap and the government not really giving me the freaking payment I need because I'm not a legal immigrant. Thanks. Ugh.